If it's fast, cheap and easy, I'm into it. Let's make some flocking flock. A bag of flock can cost anywhere from $10 to $30. And that is basically the same price as buying this cheap grinder from Kmart. I think it was $19. And with this, you basically have a lifetime supply of flock. First up is some leftover sphagnum moss. I dyed this green for another project and had plenty left over, as you can see here. So rather than letting it go to waste, we're going to turn it into some flock. Into the grinder it goes. Just jam some in. And a few short pulses. As you can see, you're left with an awesome plant-like material. A few sticks and what have you in it. It's not exactly static grass, but I didn't claim it would be, but an awesome flocking material. You can go a bit finer if you like, but I think this is great consistency just for me. Now remember, you don't want it to be a powder, you just want it to be a mix of different pieces. The perfect material for pasture, plants, bushes, anything you can imagine really. Ivy, tree foliage, just look at it. Great consistency, so easy to do, and the random size makes it look much more natural. And considering that you can buy a giant brick of this sphagnum moss that can literally fill an entire wheelbarrow when you break it up and add water to it from your local hardware store, I mean, that's enough for a lifetime, and you can just keep making this endlessly. Look at it, perfect. Nice. Here's another little trick. Got this bag of sphagnum moss here. Just pull some out. It's not dyed, just nice and dry and soft. You take this, stick it in to your grinder, and if you keep some natural and store it away like this, what you have now is an awesome natural material that you can dye it to any color that you want. You can then add, as you add different colors, you can sprinkle it on as like flower leaves, like flower petals and all that sort of thing. It's great, like literally a great trick. Or you can literally just pour it about two as leaf litter. I mean, it has a great natural color and variation, and you can just put a few washes on it too if you want to darken it down. Perfect, that's flock number 2, all done. Easy peasy. Next up is pine bark mulch, nice big chunks of it. This is one of my favorites. If you have some of this on hand already, just grab the ones that you don't usually use because they're like weird shaped and what have you. Just remember, don't go too hard on the grinder with this lot because it is a bit harder than what it's meant to be in there. Just throw them in, a couple at a time. Remember, we're not trying to powderize it. What you're left here is a great texture for doing gravel pathways or dirt pathways through your forests. You can literally glue it down or pour it down unpainted. Makes nice dirt. Just pick out these larger big chunks as it were. Or you can paint it and then just dry brush it up as like pure gravel, like in that blue slate color. But honestly, I like to just pour it down as a gravel pathway in a forest. Looks great. Or dirt pathway, sorry, in a forest. Looks great. Next up, another cheap flock material from Bunnings. It's this giant peat brick, choir peat brick. I think it's made of bits of coconut, what have you. Again, this is another one of those things that you put in a wheelbarrow, and this one brick will basically expand to fill a wheelbarrow if you just add water, as it were. All we need is just the tiniest little bit. You just dig it off, just crumble it off, as it were. It's a bit of a thing. I mean, this stuff, sometimes you don't even need to blend it. You literally can just crumble it up like this. As it's a natural material, your mileage may vary, but that's how it tends to come out. I just blend it because it has a few fibers in it, and I like the little fibers to kind of cut down a bit in size, so they're a bit more in scale. But it just breaks up the root, those little fibers, as it were, a bit, and I find it tends to give you a very nice soil that looks like it's just got some grass roots running through it. And you spread it down. If you end up with too much of this stuff, you can always just run a lighter over it if it's sticking out. But yeah, it's another great thing. You can also mix that, I find, with the bark mulch, and that's another good mix to make like a soil muddy pathway that's, you know, just got roots sticking out of it. It's great stuff. All right, the next one, out into the garden. And here we have it, last lot for today, just some leaf litter. Just headed out into the garden and I grabbed some oak leaves, some maple leaves, and then in the kitchen I grabbed some caraway seed and a bit of rosemary, I think, just to add some extra texture. Oh, a nice little bit of bay leaf, which I dried out in the oven for a few minutes, just to give some nice green texture to it. It'll dry out and go browner when you use it, what have you. But if you dry it out green like this, it tends to retain a touch of its green color. Alrighty, let's see how it blends. Remember, if you're drying out leaves in the oven, you don't want them to be too dry, because otherwise they'll just powderize instantly. You want to kind of do this semi-dry in the oven, if that makes sense. There we go, perfect. Oh, awesome. Perfect. Remember guys, don't overdo it, just short bursts. You can always pick out the bigger pieces if you want when you're doing this, but I mean, otherwise you get this awesome like leaf litter, bits of branch and stick that would be lying on the ground or collecting corners. Looks great. So there you have it, basically, for a $19 grinder. So basically, for the cost of buying one bag of expensive fake flock, fake material flock, you can buy one of these coffee grinders and make as much of your own. Have some sandwich bags and a foil tray here, and away you go. If you've liked this content, please don't forget to like and subscribe. Comment down below what you'd like to blend up into some flock, any ideas that you have. I have started a membership too, if anybody wants to do that, just to put towards cost of materials and all that, because these videos do take a lot of time and a bit of cost involved, but otherwise it's just for the fun, really, sharing it out there for everyone. And until next time, keep crafting.